Welcome to All the Gear But No Idea, the South Australian fishing podcast hosted by Rhodey and Diz. The boys will share their tall tales of the one that got away, as well as some regular segments they know all you fishing tragics will enjoy.
G'day and welcome to episode 22 of All the Gear But No Idea, the South Australian fishing podcast. Diz, g'day.
Rhodey, pleasure to be here with you, mate.
Yeah,
We've got a good guest today.
We've got two guests.
Two? Yes, we do. We've got Tracey from Team Just a Girl. Really look forward to having a chat with her. And Flacky comes in for the tackle segment today. Really good
Troll
stuff.
So Hard Lewis.
Troll So Hard Lewis, absolutely.
Big
Rhodey.
friend of the show.
Yes, he is. Rhodey, we should get stuck into oranges and lemons, mate. How's your fortnight been? Everything
It's been a
going
good
on?
fortnight and we've got some big news. My orange is the new boat.
Locked her in, mate. Well done. Congratulations, new boat owners. How's it feel?
It's bloody good, isn't it? We'll get into that in a minute, but the new boat did the deed on the tingers last weekend.
Yes, it did, and that leads me to my orange.
What do you got?
42 kg W's.
Over 2 days, of course.
Absolutely, mate. Wouldn't be flouting the rules.
And we're only over on the York Peninsula for about 24 hours.
Yeah, we cleaned up, didn't
9 o'clock Saturday to 9 o'clock
we?
Sunday.
The window. Turned ugly when we left.
It did. Blew up Sunday arvo, but we got the bag on the Saturday.
Yeah.
And then got 12
Nice
Sunday morning.
12-y on Sunday morning.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Absolutely, mate. And what's the lemon been?
Well, my lemon is selling the old boat.
Jeez.
It's a bit bittersweet, isn't it?
It is.
Good to see the money hit the bank account, but we had some good times in that boat.
We've had some great times in that boat. New owners will be lucky to have that thing. It's
on its way down to Millicent.
Yeah, it's a lovely vessel.
So, yeah, it's a bit sad, really, isn't it?
It is.
Right, Diz, what's your lemon?
My lemon has been that fresh off the pressy, early finish to the cricket was a bit disappointing. Good that the Aussies got the win, of course, but I would have liked to have been sitting in the stands watching a bit more cricket for the day.
Yeah, nah, fair call.
Fair call.
And,
right,
we gave the merch a fair work out the cricket, didn't we? Had all the gear hats, had the stubbies.
All the gear stubbies, kept the beers cold, which was important. And look, the sun didn't really stay off your 5 head because it's looking a bit burnt from where I'm sitting, but the hats were comfy, weren't they?
Certainly are, and make sure you get your merch orders in for Christmas. It's a bloody good present for your dad or your brother or your whoever.
It's a good stocking filler.
I've just bought everyone a hat. That's all I've done. My Christmas shopping done in one hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, that's good stuff with the merch. Make sure you get onto it.
Yes, yeah.
All right, Diz, so tell us about the new boat. What do we get?
1850 Fisher Stabycraft. Serious boat. 90 horsepower, Mercury CT on the back.
Yeah, shout out to Timmy Crisp. We bought it off. He's a listener of the show.
Crispo, great fan of the show, great man. And yeah, look, it was a pleasure to be part of the deal.
Yeah, it was good. So we bought it a couple of weeks ago and we took it out West Beach for a bit of a spin and then we took it over to York Peninsula.
Yeah.
And did the goods.
Yeah, did the goods. It was felt a bit of pressure on that first fishing.
Did. And the boat catch.
Boat catch worked a treat.
Anchor.
Good to have the deck wash.
I was bloody happy not pulling in the anchor all day.
Stress-free Marine. Shout out to them. They definitely do the best in the biz.
That was a good anchor, wasn't it?
Seriously good winch. Good, nice to have the deck wash, mate. Good to sort of clean up as you go along. Oh,
all in all, good boat.
Ticking a few boxes, isn't it?
It's a beautiful vessel.
Absolutely, mate. We'll look forward to many more trips in that. It'll be a lot more comfortable trolling around, just holding onto the wheel all day.
Jeez, we're going to get some tuna this year, aren't we?
With the tiller. It'll be good fun out there on the tuna.
All right, Diz, we should move on. They've all heard enough about our boat. I'm sure we're going to splash it all over the social media.
Yes. Yeah.
But let's get into the fishing news. What do you got for us?
Well, mate, this is not breaking news by any means, but it's a good little update because the China and Australia, trade tensions are heating up and they are significantly affecting the cray industry. Aren't they, ready?
Well, I saw that Woolworths have put in a limit, 4 crays per person. They're so cheap. Down to as low as $20 at Woolies. I think they're the little WA ones, the smaller ones.
Yeah. They catch a lot over there.
But, geez, that's cheap.
$20.
And so I was just having a read here. I was doing a bit of Googling, and Drake's is selling local southern rock lobster. Usually sells for about $125 a kilo. It's down as low as $75 a kilo for Christmas.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
And that's on the background of, remember those, the Chinese had the crayfish sitting out on the tarmac going rotten.
Yeah, no, not good.
So we're not sending any more over there. So it's brought the prices down here just in time for Christmas.
Yeah, which is good if you want to have a lobster on the table for Christmas.
It's probably good for the buyers, not so good for the crayfishermen.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, mate.
All right, Diz, we've got some more China news.
Yes. Well, the Ministry of Commerce, they've announced and signed a memorandum understanding with the PNG.
Papua New Guinea. 200
million, Brody.
And they're building a comprehensive, multifunctional fishery industrial park, whatever that means.
Ooh.
It's on Daru Island in Papua New Guinea's western province. It's a 6-hour boat ride to the northernmost tip of Australia from there. It's less than 200 k's from mainland Australia.
Yeah, wow.
So that's a bit of a worry, I would have thought.
Yeah. Well, what is the concern, Brody? Tell the listeners.
Well, look, I don't think people know what's actually going to happen there. And I think the locals are a bit worried that it could involve fishing our waters.
Well, we don't want that.
So I think the fisheries will have their work cut out up there.
Yeah, they will be. They'll have to be hot onto it, but I'm sure they will be, mate. Smarter minds than us are working on these
Debatable.
sorts of things.
All right, mate, what else?
Well, look, the South Australian seafood sector has been resilient in adversity is a PIRSA news story for this week, mate.
Yep.
The South Australian seafood businesses are working with the South Australian government, just trying to get some more flexibility around some of their arrangements moving into New Year. And one of those is that for the rock lobster, abalone, sardine and Gulf St Vincent prawn fisheries, they'll be able to carry over their uncaught quotas of this year into next year. And that's just going to allow them, there's obviously been some market disruptions, we've just talked about them.
Yes.
And so basically the government's saying, well, this industry is worth a significant amount, I think 575 million.
That's a lot of money.
Basham was quoting.
Yeah.
And so they want to provide some flexibility for those industries to make sure that they are sustainable into the new year and into the future. So, the quotas are going to roll over. Good news for them. Amongst that as well, they are planning to open the southern rock lobster zone early again next year.
They did that this year too, didn't they?
Yes, they did. I don't know what date it was, but next year they're going to open it up on the 15th of September.
And this is all carryover from COVID, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, they're talking about carrying over quotas from next year as well to the following year.
Okay, so it's going to take a while for the industry to recover.
Yeah, I think it will. And who knows what next year brings, really.
It's a lot of unknown, isn't it, with the sort of the China situation, the COVID. There's a lot that we got to see how it all pans out.
Yeah, we do. And I think the bit is, they're going to try and be tapping into some new markets, I think, because we've got too many eggs in one basket, I'd humbly suggest.
It's an interesting time going forward.
It certainly is. And, Rhodey, I think it's fair to say you haven't been burying your head hard enough in the books this week, mate.
It's been a quiet week on the fishing news.
Very quiet on the fishing news front. It might be a sign of the times.
It's winding down for Christmas, you reckon?
Winding down for Christmas. It might be it.
All right, enough of
there's
that.
some juicy stories.
Oh, they're good.
They're good stories.
Real quality over quantity. Sometimes you just fill it with a bit of crap. There's none of that today.
It's all good news stories.
Yes. All right, let's keep moving, Diz. What have we got next?
Tracey Tito, skipper of Team Just a Girl. How you going, Tracey?
Thanks, guys. It's great to be here. And yeah, I'm going awesome.
Beautiful, Tracey. Now, what we're going to do is we'll get straight into our 5 questions to learn a bit about you, and then we'll get into the Team Just a Girl from there.
Okay, that'll be cool.
So tell us about your best fish, Tracey.
Well, I've had a bit of a think about this listen, I've got lots of really good fishes, but I suppose the one that stands out the most was a 99-kilo barrel caught out of Roe back in 2015.
Geez, that's an impressive fish.
Well, there was only the two of us on board that day, myself and my daughter Ren.
Yep.
And we'd been down there for like 5 days and nothing. And that morning we both sort of, I don't know, we just knew, you know. So we put 2 rods out. We had a double hookup on barrels.
There would have been a bit of commotion on the boat with just 2 of you trying to get the thing in.
Well, we knew we couldn't do 2, so we just cut $150 off and let it go, you know, a big tuna lure and leader and everything. But yeah, it took us 5 times to get that thing to the side of the boat. And every time Renee came off the wheel to help gaff it and to get it to the side of the boat would stop and the thing would take off again. So in the end, we put a radio call out saying, hey, don't come near us. We've got no one at the helm. We're both on this fish. And it was pretty cool. It was really awesome.
It's a huge effort.
That is absolutely amazing fish. What's your favourite thing about fishing, Tracey?
Well, you know, like, I'm the skipper of Team Just a Girl, and one of my favourite things, even before Team Just a Girl, is not so much me catching a fish, but I just love putting people on their first fish, like their first tuna, their first snapper, you know, their first shark or a PB. It's just so blooming exciting. You know, you don't have to be on the rod sometimes. I find that the most fulfilling thing out of the whole lot.
Yeah, it's a good team atmosphere when you get that sort of thing going, isn't it? It's great fun.
Yeah, it's really good because with the team, there's no individuals, you know. There's no room in the team for individuals. We all work as a team. And, you know, as you guys know, not one person catches a fish. It's a team effort every time.
Definitely. All right, Tracey, what is your first fishing memory or what got you into it?
Well, I grew up, I was brought up by my dad and I have 4 brothers. So I can shoot a gun and do all that stuff as well. But I think my very first memories of fishing was, I can remember as a kid, maybe 5 years of age. And like, this is going back a few years, guys, so you need to have some imagination here so you can stay with me on this journey. But we used to have these pull-down blinds, and they had a round circle which you'd pick, you know, you'd hold a metal circle to put the blind up and down.
Yeah.
So we used to take those off, and we used to put some baling twine on them and open them up like a hook. And we would go down the creek and chuck like some dog roll or some dead possum or something like that on them, and we'd catch huge, big eels.
Oh, yeah, right.
Wow.
So that was our first, like, we didn't have fishing hooks and stuff like that. We just had to make do with what we had because, look, I'm a New Zealand farmer's daughter, so you can't go to town and buy hooks and stuff. You just got to make do, and that's what we used to do. Dad used to cut crook because all the, you know, we'd try and put them back if we could, but we'd lose them every now and again, and it's like, where's that gone? So, yeah.
Well, you've got to get creative sometimes.
My earliest childhood stuff, but I've fished all my life, so.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Tracey, what's your favourite sort of fishing? You obviously get onto the tuna and it's starting to heat up. Is that your favourite sort of fishing? Or?
Yeah, look, I love tuna fishing. I just love tuna. You know, they're the gutsiest fish out there. They always have another go, you know. Yeah. They don't give up. They just keep on going. And I just, like, we release most of our tuna. We're probably lucky if we kill 5 tuna a year. And I just think they've got such a big heart. And I love the people's faces when they catch tuna, especially their first ones, you know. I love tuna. They've just got a heart. They've got a character, you know.
It's certainly an adrenaline pursuit, that one, isn't it? You know, trawling lures around. Do you do most of your fishing with lures, or what do you do?
Yeah, we do. We trawl skirts and lures. We'll be using Steve Lewis's tamakis this year, and we're also going to be using James's Troll So Hard skirts. We want to try this year and do our season around South Australian fishing and promoting those in South Australia. So, that's what we'll be doing, you know, this year. But, you know, if you don't get that morning bite, there's always that late afternoon bite. And I don't know how many times we've been out there all day, and it's not till 4 o'clock that they'll come on the bite, or 5 o'clock, you know. But I just love it. I love it to pieces. We've
actually got Flacky coming on for a bit of a chat in a minute, so it's good to see you supporting good South Australian business and some great lures.
Awesome, you know, and he supports us as well. He's been an awesome supporter of Team Just a Girl right from start, so, you know, we appreciate that as well.
Yes, he's a good man. And Tracey, what is your funniest fishing story, or tell us about the one that got away?
Well, there's been so many funny fishing stories, but let me tell you about one recently, because this was actually filmed and is on one of our episodes. So we'd been out for the day, and we were actually down at Port Mac, and we were drifting for some bottom bouncing, and we ended up finding a mako. So a mako came in on our Burley trail.
Yeah.
So we hooked Kerry up on this mako, and look, Jules and I'd caught one only a month beforehand, but it was only like 2 foot long. It was a little one. And we cleared all the deck, and we got everything ready, because everyone's gone, they go mental.
Yeah.
So we've got the flying gaff out and everything else, and we've chucked a bait over the side of this little one, and we've donked it on the head with the bait, like pulled it up and down, and it just didn't want a bar of this bait, and it's like, oh, what are we going to do? And Jules is like, I don't know, change the bait. And we went, no, just keep donking it. It's got to get hungry somewhere along the way. So if you can picture this, we're both leaning over the side of the boat. We've got a shark right out there. The wind-on leader is still on the reel. We've got the shark, and we're donking it on the head with this bait. So this little mako opens his mouth and puts the bait in his mouth. He doesn't even try chewing it. It's just sitting there. And Jules is like, what do I do? I mean, just give it a pull. So she hooks his fish. And I said, and careful, because it's going to go nuts. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And it just stayed there. We had it hooked. And she said, well, what do we do now? Well, I went, I don't know, let's pull the wind-on leader in. So, we didn't even have it go anywhere.
Oh.
We brought it in the boat. It didn't play up. We unhooked it. We tapped it on the head. We icky spiked it. We put it in the esky. So we're down at Port Mac now, and we've got this mako out the back of the shark, out the back of the boat. About, 5 foot, 6 foot, weighed in, I think, at 50 kilos.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, this won't be too bad. Should we clear the deck? Nah, these things are a piece of cake. The shark went mental.
Oh,
it dived out the water, and it did somersaults, and we got it to the side of the boat, and it sort of flicked around, and Jules ended up tail roping the gaff to the shark, so we couldn't get the gaff out of the shark because it was tail roped to it.
Oh, gosh.
And it went crazy, and you'll see this on the episode. It actually bit Jules on the hand.
Oh, jeez.
And then we got it in the boat, and you can't see this on video because of course you can't put it all on there, or you'll get hung up. So I'm just telling the secret to fishing people, because you'll understand. And Richard's like, so what are you going to do with it when you get it on board? It's like, we don't bloody know. We pulled the shark over, and it went mental. So here's all of us sitting on the gunnels with our feet up on the gunnels, and the shark is just smashing up the bottom of the boat. It was bloody hilarious.
It's good fun doing that, isn't
Crazy
it? Bit of excitement on the boat.
Yeah, look, we didn't realise how dangerous it was till we actually watched the video.
Good thing you cleared the deck before, otherwise it would have been slapping a bit of stuff around, I'm sure.
Oh, I tell you what, we you've got to learn a lesson somehow, don't you? And unless you catch these fish and you experience these things that go wrong, you don't learn, because everyone can tell you. But in the heat of the moment, you've only got that split second, and you can't go back in your brain over all the information everyone's told you, And look, we'll do it completely different next time.
Got to learn from your mistakes. That's the main thing.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
All right, Tracey. Now tell us about the state of women's fishing in South Australia. It's a big growth area. A lot more women getting involved, and you guys are doing great things to promote that. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So Team Just a Girl came about. I was diagnosed with cancer 6 or 7 years ago, and at that time I decided, I wanted to go fishing. It was a lot harder then than now, so women's fishing is growing rapidly. Every year we put a shout out for some crew, and there's a lot of women out there who like to fish, but they do feel under pressure when they're fishing with guys.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys, they keep things close to their chest. So, we've got lots of women who will go out on charters or go out with blokes when they're fishing, and they just drop a line over, or they pick up the rod when it goes off. The guy takes the fish off and all that sort of stuff. So really they're just there as a passenger and just winding a fish in. So Team Just a Girl is about trying to empower them enough to learn everything they need to know. One of the first things I teach all my girls is how to reverse the boat and trailer.
Yeah.
And how to tie doubles, and how to tie hooks, and, how to use a gaff and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because how cool would it be if, coast to coast comp, there's more than one female crew?
Yeah.
More than one full female crew. When we've got chicks taking their boats, how many girls stay home because hubby's working? Or he's out in the mines and can't come home and you can only go fishing when he's here.
Yeah.
And there's a boat sitting there, you know?
Yeah, it's awesome, really, that you can be empowering a lot of women across the state to get amongst it. And you're right, you've got to learn all of those tips and tricks and little bits and pieces that go along with it, because with all the skills you need to get out there, it's excellent that you're sort of teaching everything from the ground up. It's really good.
Yeah, well, that's what we try and do. And then I try and involve as many other people as we can, like, you know, sea rescue, so we can do a flare demonstration so the girls can learn how to do flares. And, you know, it's boating and safety and fishing in general. And, you know, we're not the bugger the boys, it's just all girls thing. That's not how we are at all. But I just find that, you know, most of the chicks who come to me are sort of that 45 plus age group where they kind of lost their focus a little bit. They don't really know what they want, but they love fishing. And there's not groups of girls who love fishing that all know each other. Like, I didn't know any of the crew I've got now without Team Just a Girl. And we wouldn't hang out with each other. You know, we've got a barmaid, we've got, you know, I've been driving Uber, we've got a clinical psychologist. You know, Kerry's a specialist nurse who works in the Donate Life platform. So we're a really wide range of females.
Yeah, fishing is really a great means to sort of bring different people together and form friendships and community, isn't it?
It is, and I think it teaches people patience, it teaches people gratitude as well, because, you know, you've got to have that team, you've got to have people working together, you've got to have a skipper. You can't chase big fish just on your own. Yeah. Well, you can, but it's not easy. You know, if you catch a big shark, you'd be praying the thing bites the bloody line off.
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, so it's just all about, you know, getting people involved, and, you know, we'll go to a lot of places just to get that message out there. You know, we talk to everyone. We've got just as many followers of guys as girls. You know, the TV show that we've got at the moment, Get Hooked with Team Just a Girl, we've been asked to commit to 2 more series of that.
Oh, it's great.
Which is exciting.
Yeah.
We've got 3 specials coming up this year, which will be like an hour and a half doco.
Oh, wow.
One will be the Port Mac tuna comp, will be one of those docos. And I think we're doing the Port Douglas Black Marlin comp in October, and Secret Women's Business Barra, which will be interesting because none of us have caught Barra or Marlin, so that'll be fun. Yeah.
And that's been an exciting thing this year, getting on the TV and having your show, Tracey. That must have been very exciting.
Well, it was, like, when they actually rang us and they rang me and approached me, and, like, we get all sorts of bullshit offers every day. And Albert rings me from Channel 44 and he says, I believe you've got some video footage, you know. Yeah. I went, well, go and have a look at our YouTube stuff, you know. If you like it, come back to me. If you don't, well,
see you later.
Anyway, it's like, don't blow smoke up my ass. I'm sick of it. Sort of thing, you know. Because nothing ever comes to anything, as we all know. And within half an hour, he's back on the phone. He's like, "Oh my God, that stuff's awesome! Let's get together." And 6 weeks later, the first episode went to air.
Oh wow, that's awesome!
So,
quick turnaround.
Yeah, but we're lucky because we do have a few friends in all the right places. And Rebecca Sharkey, who fishes with us at Coast to Coast, and she's already got her hand up for this year, or for next year. You know, the next comp coming up. She put a bit of a word in on community TV for us. We got a mention in Parliament and all sorts of stuff. So, you know, it pays sometimes to have those awesome relationships. Yeah,
well, it's a credit to you when you bring everybody together. You'll meet some people along the way that'll do the same for you, Tracey, and everything you've done is really good.
Yeah, well, thanks for that. You know, we just want to promote fishing, and, you know, but we want to promote fishing on the good side of it, not on the bullshit side of it as well. You know, all the good things. Yeah, everything has to balance, so some of it goes to shit sometimes, but, you know, that's all part of the experience, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And so tell us about your YouTube channel. Is that sort of where it all started, and then you just said you got into the TV stuff, so you must have some good gear on the YouTube.
Yeah, well, we don't edit a lot out, so we try and keep it real, you know, like the idea was never ever to do some footage where we're out on spot X and we've got a size 6.0 hook and we're going to put a squid head on it for bait and see if we can catch a shark. That's not what we want to do. No. We want to do all the crap, all the bullshit. Like, Jules is always dancing. She falls over in the boat, so she makes some sort of dance out of it, whether it be a break dance or, you know. If we make a mess, we make a mess. If we bugger up, we bugger up. And you see all of that. We do have some bloopers. I think we'll end up making a blooper session as well. But the YouTube channel is just Team Just a Girl, And we've just started doing some snippets up there as well. So this is just footage that we've got along the way where it's not long enough for a program or anything like that. It's just 3 minutes of a little story. I've just done the ones for the 2019 crew, just their stories about their first day out fishing and then their first tuna and stuff like that. So they're just little quick watches. They're a lot of fun, and we really do want to build that YouTube channel up. So if you could get up there and subscribe to us, that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been on there and there's plenty of great gear for all our listeners to have a laugh and learn a little bit as well. So it's all good.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, and Tracey, the Victor Harbour tuna season is pretty much upon us now. You'll be getting down there a fair bit over the season and fishing in the coast to coast again this year, will you?
Yeah, we'll be fishing coast to coast. We'll have 2 crews again this year. Dean Forster from Stress Free Marine, he's one of our sponsors and he skippers that second boat. We've always got more than one crew, more people than one crew who want to fish those local comps. So he puts a boat on the water. They're called Just a Girl 2, but TOO, because we don't want to go Team 1 and 2 and that sort of stuff. And so I think Nick's going to head up the Just a Girl crew on that boat this year. And I've got Rebecca Sharkey on board with me, and Jules will be with me, of course, and Maura Jenkins, the Mayor of Victor Harbour. She fishes with us every year.
Awesome. Very good.
She got her first tuna last year. That was a big excitement. But I love that comp. We stay at the compound down there. We stay at the racetrack. I think that whole camaraderie and no one sleeping properly because it's so bloody uncomfortable, and it's just awesome. You've got to experience the whole experience.
It's all a part of the adventure, isn't it?
Yeah, and you just meet so many awesome people. It's really, really good. That camaraderie, if I can encourage anyone to do anything, if they're fishing that tuna comp, stay at the racetrack. It's not expensive. The amenities are there that you need, and it's really good fun.
Yeah, absolutely. We unfortunately have a bit of a commitment this year, but we'll certainly be down there for the next comp that we can get down there because it's looks to be a part, really good comp and want to get amongst it.
Yeah, it is. It's one of my favourites. And Steve and Sarah, they just do such a massive job. That thing just runs like clockwork.
Yeah, we're hoping to get Steve on for a chat about the upcoming Coast to Coast, and that'll be good to hear from him.
Yeah. Now, 2 weeks after the Coast to Coast comp is the Game Fishing Club of South Australia's tuna comp too. It's called the John Johnson Memorial Warina Tuna Comp.
Yes.
It's out of Warina because some of the big boats come down from Port Lincoln for it as well, and that's really the only moorings down that end of town. And that's another awesome tuna comp. Cash prizes for that one too. You can win up to $5,000.
Yeah, we had a chat with Boyd last year after he won it, so that was good fun. Now, Tracey, tell us about your boat. It's an extremely good looking vessel.
Yeah, she's pretty spunky, isn't she? She is a 7.3 metre hardtop bar crusher. It's my third bar crusher.
Yeah.
And she's black with lots of nice bright pink Team Just a Girl stickers all over it. We are sponsored beautifully. We've got some new sponsors this year. CMI Toyota have come on board, and they give us a little Hilux to tow the boat round.
Beautiful.
I would never in a million years thought a little 4-cylinder Hilux would tow that boat. But it tows it better than the V8, and the fuel economy is awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so they're pretty cool with that. And we've got Diesel Works come on board this year. Although they are a diesel mechanic shop, they're really good with trailers. So our trailers all been tricked up. And if you got a trailer you need servicing, those guys are awesome. And the owner of that business, Craig, has a bar crusher as well. We've got Club Marine are everywhere. They're always sponsoring everything out there that they can. The Coast to Coast comp as well. The main sponsors for that.
Yeah.
Pacific Marine, they just, anything we need, they do. Nothing's too hard for them. Stress Free, they help out in all sorts of ways.
They're good winches, the old Stress Frees.
Sorry?
The good winches, the Stress Frees.
Oh, they are. They're the best on the market, and Dino and Jay, his son's now taken over the business, and they're always the first one there to help you. If anything's wrong, it's not too hard for them to drop everything and come and help you out. And they do a lot of stuff outside of that stress-free base as well.
Yeah, it's a great example. We've had plenty of examples on this show of good South Australian companies supporting each other and supporting fishing in the States, so it's always good to see.
Yeah, it always is, and it's pretty. We're really lucky. I just wish the wind would piss off.
You're not wrong.
And Tracey,
my fishing.
you're involved in the game fishing club as well. Tracey, tell us about that.
Yeah, so I'm on the committee, and I'm the event manager now down at the Game Fishing Club of South Australia. We've really grown the membership down there, which is great, and we're really trailer boat orientated now, and I try and move things along as quickly as I can. On the first Tuesday of every month at 6:30, our club rooms, we have a members night, and if you want to just come down and have a beer and a barbie and a chat to everyone and see what it's about, feel free to come on down. We've got a Facebook page. I'll put the dates up on there, and we try and run all sorts of events around, the club. It's good fun. The stigma of we've got an online class sections and all that sort of stuff now as well. So the stigma of having to use light line and have big boats and that's by the wayside these days. So, if you're interested in joining a club, which is always a challenge, you don't have to have a boat. We've got members who don't have boats but love fishing, and we've got guys with big boats but no crew.
Yeah, perfect. That's a good scenario for those people. Get out on other people's boat. It's really good. Can share the love around. Have a good day out in the water together.
At the end of the day, everyone's ultimate goal is the same, and that's to get more people fishing or keep people fishing. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, absolutely. And just one last thing, Tracey, before we let you go. You spent a bit of time on the MARFAC. Tell us about your involvement there.
Yeah, I was one of the original members on the MARFAC. I think you learn fairly fast that PIRSA want you to do what PIRSA want you to do. And unfortunately for someone like myself, I'm better on this side of the fence where I can cause a few problems and organise a few things and make people pay attention. I'm not the type of person who's going to bow down and do as they're told if I don't agree with it. So, Shane Mansforth is of the same as me. When we started talking about snapper, we're the ones out there catching snapper, and we've fished this Gulf for 20 years for snapper, and we know what's gone on, and I'm not going to put blame on anyone or anything else. We all know clearly what's been going on out there. But their idea of what's going on and how to fix it is completely off.
Yes, it sounds like a bit of a similar story to what we've heard from others that have been involved. So hopefully now they've got it running a little bit smoother.
I just think it's just not going to work because there's just too much bullshit, It's not going to work. We as recreational anglers, we need to stand up and be counted. We need to stand up and make a heap of noise. Whether it's a MARFAC board of 10 or 20 or a rec fish or whatever, unless we as recreational anglers stand up and start making some noise, nothing is going to change.
Yes, you're certainly right there, and hopefully we can all sort of band together and get this all sorted out.
Yep, I reckon we need to block off North Terrace with our boats like we did a few years back.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'll organise it if I have to.
It's great to see your passion for fishing, Tracey.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot for coming on the show, giving us your time and telling us all about Team Just a Girl and your involvement in fishing in the state.
Thanks for having us, and if you're out there and you see us, come and give us a hoy. We are very, very approachable, and we do all love chatting.
Absolutely, we will, Tracey. Thanks again for your time, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
See you later.
Bye.
Well, dears, that was great to chat with Tracey Tito, wasn't it?
She is passionate about the fishery, mate. She knows her stuff.
And a bit of a whack from MARFAC on the way out the door.
Yeah, well, certainly wouldn't be the first. It's not the first whack. It's probably warranted whack.
No, we're getting a bit of a trend here with
we are. It's a serious trend.
But anyway, really good to hear from Tracey Tito, and I'm sure we'll keep you all updated on Team Just a Girl over the summer tuna season. I'm sure they're going to get some good fish.
Oh, absolutely. I reckon that YouTube channel is going to heat up for them.
Yeah, it's good gear.
Good gear. All right, Rhodey, let's get stuck into the fishing report, big man.
All right, well, let's get started with the tuna.
Where are they biting, mate?
Hot topic on everyone's lips.
Everyone's just been waiting.
So I think the tackle busters down at Victor Harbour, they posted the first catch locally maybe a week ago.
Yes, well, they brought the fish in to Tackle Busters, got themselves a $100 voucher.
Yeah.
They do that every year, which is good.
I saw the Cape Jarvis charter mob got fish
on them
this week.
Yeah. Yep.
And certainly they are over on the west coast,
Yes.
Eyre Peninsula. And Hazy got a couple down at Yorks off Marion Bay.
Yeah, bang.
So shout out to Hazy.
Looked like a great night. Good weather.
Yeah, they got just a couple of jelly beans.
Couple of jelly beans.
Couple of smaller models, so they will get bigger as the season goes on.
Yeah.
Bigger ones will move in.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to taking the Staby down there.
Absolutely, mate.
Gonna hit up Flacky for those lures we were talking about.
Yep. Get the spreader bar.
So we'll have a chat with Flacky in a minute, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely, we will. Rody, while we're on the sport fish topic, mate, where are the kingies biting? Are they still down at Port Augusta?
Yeah, Port Augusta and Point Lowly,
Yeah.
they're biting. So people are trawling down there with their downriggers, getting a few fish still. I think they're getting towards the end of that season.
Oh, fresh squid too. So fresh squid.
Did see a couple of blokes got them yesterday, so they're still around.
Okay, yeah, and you know where you need to go if you want your fresh squid, don't you?
Oh, well, where else would you go but how's your tackle?
It's pretty obvious.
Let's go fishing.
It's pretty obvious.
Down at Christie's Beach.
You get down there. If you can't catch fresh squid, then
That's the next best.
You got to go down there and see them.
See Dan and
They're
Boyd.
basically as good as caught.
They're perfect down there.
Brilliant. Where's the King George biting, mate? I'll tell you where. Yorks.
Yeah, we got them on
Spot
Yorks.
X.
42 of them.
Down off Ardrossan.
And did you actually get any of those 42, mate, or did I catch them all?
I was going pretty hard on the silver trevally.
I'm going to just tell the listeners about our little day of fishing. So we had me on one side of the boat, Bald Man Dizzy on the other side of the boat. Fish thought fish. I just was getting whiting after whiting after whiting.
God.
Dizzy was keeping the shitties entertained over the other side of the boat, pulling in trevally and red mullet, and we've never actually seen that many trevally. They were everywhere.
They were.
Plagues of them.
Plagues of them. Which is interesting because we were fishing new grounds a bit down towards Ardrossan. So,
Yep.
it
And
was
we
interesting.
caught 2 snapper on the whiting grounds.
Yes, released them, obviously.
With the release weight,
Yes.
we talked about last episode from Savage Tackle.
One snapped off, just as
So
it was
good to see the snapper are seeming to bounce back.
That's a positive sign, isn't it?
It is.
It's
And
gotta
we put the pots in.
We did
crab
put the
pots.
pots in. There were some whispers going around, but they were only small ones.
And we confirmed those whispers.
We confirmed the whispers.
Caught about 25 baby tiny crabs before we said, look, enough's enough. Let's keep moving.
One was worth measuring, and it came up a few mils short.
So we got
it's
0
still
size
okay.
crabs from 2 rounds of pulls. And we said, look, we're not going to stay out here catching babies all day.
No, it's a waste of time, and it's not good to do that to them. We'll wait until the bigger ones come in.
But that should be coming in shortly, you would have thought.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
All right, that's it for the fishing report, Diz.
Well done, mate. All right, Rody, it's time for the tackle segment. It's saved us from our worst segment ever with the fishing joke. It's all done and dusted, and we're lucky enough today to be joined by Flacky from Trolso Hard Lures. Thank you very much for coming on, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good guys. Thanks for having me again.
No worries, mate.
Always good to hear from a tackle guru like yourself.
If you want to call me that, but yeah, no worries.
All right, now Flacky, now is the time of year when the tuna start turning up in the South Australian waters, and I'm sure you're busy getting all the lures ready. Tell us about that, mate.
Yeah, well, just started gearing up the bowls and making sure I'm ready. A few orders have been going out in the last couple of weeks, people preparing themselves. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been good.
Excellent, mate. And we love the look of the spreader bars too. Tell us about them.
Yeah, well, that obviously was more seeing what they were doing with the barrel-sized fish with the spreader bars. I thought, well, why can't we scale it down into a smaller one? And and then the school fish started smashing them, and just been working on a new design throughout winter. Obviously, I released them last season. So yeah, the new design basically pretty much a scaled down version of my large one.
And you find they help, do they, Flacky? You get more bites, more hookups with the spreader bar, brings them in?
Oh, definitely. Especially when they're down deep. It's just one of those teasers that, create as much surface action as possible. And I've found that any of the bites that we get behind the spreader bar are a lot more aggressive than any other bite that we get from just running a lure, or for instance, if you're running hard bodies as well. Just so much more aggressive when I hit it.
You've sold us, Flacky. Put an order in. we need all the help we can get. Flacky, tell us about what's new for 2021. What have you been working on in the lure lab?
Well, yeah, you've got daisy chains as well that I've been pumping out. So that'll be another hit for a teaser. They're basically just 4-inch squids in a chain. You can either attach your own lure to the end of them, or I can rig it up so you've got a solid lure on the bottom of it ready to go. But if you want to go with just the daisy chain, it's interchangeable with a snap swivel on the bottom.
Yeah.
The 4-inch got ya, which is something I actually was working on last season, and I didn't release it because it sort of wasn't quite ready yet to be released. And when I finally got it right, that just started smashing fish, and that's a little 4-inch lure, keel weighted, so pretty well ideal for victor conditions. Just, you don't get that many calm days out there. It's always going to be blowing a little bit of wind, and just holds the water a bit better.
Yeah, beautiful. We've just picked up a new boat, Flacky, so we'll be coming down your way to pick us up some lures. What's the go-to colour? What would you recommend?
What would I recommend? I mean, I'm a big fan of pink.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest selling colour is pink bits for me.
Yeah.
And that's a blue outer skirt and a pink underskirt. And it's pretty well a good colour for barrels as well. But yeah, anything pink, silver, white, it's what they're feeding on really as well. A lot of white bait filters down off Victor, so that's what you sort of want to match and hatch. But it's always worth throwing in a different colour into the spread, mix it up a little bit.
Yes, definitely. Well, we're definitely going to hit you up, Flacky, for some lures, and we're looking forward to getting some fish down off KI and Victor Harbour over the summer, so you can expect a call from us, mate.
Yeah, I'll expect that soon then.
All right, thanks for coming on again, Flacky. It's been great to have you on for our little tackle segment this week.
No worries. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
And for everyone at home, Troll So Hard Lures, hit him up on Facebook, Instagram. He's on all that, and you can see all the new gear he's coming up with.
Cheers, Flacky.
Cheers, guys.
Good to hear from Flacky, wasn't it, Diz?
Great to hear from Flacky, and it's even better that we don't have to listen to your crap jokes every week.
Yeah, it's a highlight. I bloody was wasting so much time searching for those jokes.
Yeah, they were horrible. If you do stumble across a good one, though, we might bring it back as a little bit of a...
As a tease
blast from
sometimes.
the past.
Yeah, so send in your jokes.
Send them in.
And talking about sending them in, send in your pictures on the socials.
Absolutely, mate.
If you're getting down off Victor Harbour, trawling around one of Flacky's lures, make sure you get a pic, send it in, tag us on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't forget to get your caps in time for Christmas.
Yeah, get the caps, hit them up, get them ready,
Bloody
keep your
gear.
gears cold.
Yeah. All right, Tiz. Well, that's just about it for episode 22.
Good to be here with you, mate. Have a good Christmas.
Thanks, mate. Enjoy.
Cheers,
See you later, guys.
Rhodey and Diz hope you enjoyed today's episode of All the Gear But No Idea. Keep up to date by liking and sharing us on Facebook and Instagram. And you can subscribe on all the major podcast platforms. Until next time, good luck fishing.